What's up, guys? This is Daniel with Spotlight, and today we're putting the spotlight on Toronto's historic Distillery District for their Winter Village event. The Distillery District is such a cool place. They've got over 40 boutiques and one-of-a-kind shops, as well as restaurants, cafes, and more. Usually this time of the year they would have their Christmas market, but due to the ongoing pandemic, they had to make a few changes. Now, the Distillery District is open all year round, but this particular event runs from November 18th to December 31st. It opens at 10 a.m. and it is free to get into, but you do have to pay after 4 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. But the question is this spot right for you? It's been snowing all day. We've been trying to wait it out, but I think we just need to get on with it. So we're gonna bundle up, call an Uber, and head out.
Music by Chris Hayes.
So let me start by saying I didn't have the best time at Distillery District, and let me explain why. First of all, through no fault of the Distillery District, the weather outside really was indeed frightful. It snowed all day, and it wasn't that nice, light, fluffy, dusty snow. It was that heavy, wet snow, and it was just constant, and it was blowing in your face. It was making you wet and cold. Very unpleasant. But again, nothing to do with Distillery District, just, anecdotally, it really was a rough day weather-wise. As for the Distillery District, it was really busy. Everywhere you went, you were either in someone's way or someone was in your way. There's a lot of great places there to take pictures, a lot of cool scenery and everything. And the problem was you were always in someone else's picture photobombing, or if you were trying to take a picture, it was very difficult. It was just really, really, really busy. And especially with, the current pandemic going on, I don't know, it was a little uncomfortable at times. As mentioned, this year it wasn't their famous Christmas market. It was this winter village. This was a change that they brought in this year due to the pandemic. I don't know, it did feel very different. They still had the typical huts and everything set up where you can buy Christmas ornaments and pretzels and coffees and things like that. But it just felt different. So if you wanted to get a drink, for example, you had to go in these designated drinking areas. And I'm talking about alcoholic drinks, obviously. So say you wanted to get like a mulled wine or a spiked apple cider or a spiked hot chocolate, you had to go to the designated areas where you would stay in there and drink, and you could not leave that area unless you finished your drink or you threw your drink away. To me, I didn't really see the point of this. I'm guessing it was something to do with COVID and restrictions or something. But when you're keeping a bunch of people grouped together like that, I don't know, is that really the safest rather than having people just walking around freely and a little more spaced out and more socially distanced? I don't know. To me, I didn't think it was the best possible layout, but what are you gonna do? Speaking of drinks, they were about $12 to $13 or so, and that did include the tip, so at least it made it a little bit easier. You didn't have to try and think of, what you're gonna tip or what the total cost was gonna be. You knew you were spending that much, and that was gonna be the price. So I didn't mind that, actually. As for food, you are somewhat limited in Distillery District. Once you are in there, you can't really leave, or else you have to either line up to get back in again. So you're kind of stuck staying in Distillery District. One of our favorites is the Mill Street Brew Pub. It's a very casual type place, like bar type food. We walked in though, and as soon as we walked in, there was 3 ladies at the front that just said, "We're closed." No explanation, no sorry for the inconvenience, sorry for this, just "we're closed." Okay, so we walked outside and tried to find somewhere else to go. They must have been having some kind of a problem, maybe with the hot water or something, because to be closed on that day, for one thing, it was very busy there in the Distillery District, but also this was right before these new restrictions are being brought in, so you think they would have tried to get the most bang for their buck and try and serve as many people as they could before these new restrictions came into play. So there had to have been some kind of an issue there, but it would have been nice to have been explained maybe why, given the fact that we just walked in and had to walk back out again. This also led to the other few restaurants there having to take over, I guess, the clients that Brew House would normally have had, because most wait times for tables were about 45 minutes to an hour. What I did like though is that they took your phone number down, they sent you a text, they let you know when your table was ready, so you weren't stuck waiting around there to see when your table would be available. You could actually still walk around and go shop or get a mulled wine or something like that. So at least that was a nice little added convenience. We ended up having dinner at Pure Spirits. This is a seafood focused type place. It was a little on the pricier side. All the entrees were $30 and up type category. Drinks were also a bit pricey. You were looking at $15 and up. So that bill got very expensive very quickly. Obviously our own fault, but they had a lot of great holiday drinks on their menu. Definitely check them out if you are gonna go. They were really, really delicious, but just be prepared, you are gonna pay. At 10 p.m., everything shut down. And I mean everything. All the restaurants closed, all the stores closed, all the little, hut selling wares and whatnot, everything closed. They even turned the Christmas tree lights off. It very much felt like you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. It was a bit strange, and I don't know if it was like that in previous years or if this is just based on these new restrictions. I don't know if I've ever stayed at the Distillery District for the Christmas market or this late before, but I don't remember this happening in the past. It was a bit strange. It kind of felt, well, now what do we do? I don't know if you've been to the Distillery District before, but where you're situated there's not a whole lot around there. There's basically, once you leave the grounds, you're around condos, you're around office buildings, a couple of car dealerships. There's nothing else really around that you can walk to grab maybe a nightcap or, an extra little snack or a bite or something. You're basically stuck to just go home. Anyway, this was a really, really quick review. I'll be honest with you, we were trying to film a little bit while we were there. It was really cold. It was really cold. The weather was not cooperating. It was busy. There's people around. Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like there wasn't a whole lot to capture this year. We tried our best to get, a few good shots. You can get a real feel for what you're experiencing there. But yeah, the weather was just not on our side that day, unfortunately. So yeah, this review is probably going to be one of my shorter ones, so you're welcome as well, because you guys know by now I do like to talk. But let me know in the comments, did you guys go this year to the Winter Village? How did you think it compared to the Christmas markets in the past? Me personally, I definitely preferred the old way. But you know, as what's been a bit of a pattern in these videos, the pandemic life that we're all living is just something we need to get used to and need to adjust to. You know, it's getting scary out there. It does seem like this new variant is kind of taking over. We don't really know what's going to happen. So honestly, just be nice to each other. Just be kind to each other. Take care of each other. Check in on your friends. Check in on each other. Check in on yourself too. You're no good to anybody if you're also feeling, you know, down in the dumps or feeling low. So make sure you're doing okay as well, and reach out to people, talk to people if you need to. It's tough. We're all going through it right now. We're going through it differently, but we're all going through it. And I think we just need to be nice to each other right now, and just try and be there for each other. I also do want to quickly thank you guys for supporting me so far. I've had a lot of technical difficulties trying to create these videos, anywhere from issues with my computer, issues with my cameras, issues with software. I can't tell you how many different software and how many different programs I've had to use to try and get this to work. Issues with lighting, issues with sound. I've had a lot of problems with these videos. It's been a lot of work. I'm getting used to it. I want to thank you guys for supporting me and for still, you know, hanging in there and watching the videos and coming to check them out with me. I hope you have noticed maybe a little bit of an increase in the quality. Trying to get better, doing my best. This is all new to me as well. So again, this is something new I've been trying to work on, and I appreciate all your support so far. So thank you. Also, since I probably won't be seeing you guys until after Christmas at this point, I just want to wish everybody a safe, a happy holiday season, a very Merry Christmas. Again, be safe out there, be nice to each other. Like I said, we're all going through something right now. The holidays are a difficult time for everybody, whether it's because maybe people don't have, you know, family around or friends around or loved ones, maybe financial difficulties. It's a tough time, and especially with this new variant taking over, people are getting upset, people are freaking out, understandably. So yeah, just take care of yourselves, take care of everybody else, stay strong. We are all gonna get through this. You know, we have to. We don't have a choice. We have to get through this. So please just stay strong, hang in there. We'll see you in the next one though. Again, thank you. If you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe. Please like this video. Again, thanks for all your support, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.